Hello there. Judging by your distinct lack of undisguised panic, I think you already have an idea of what's going on, but I'll introduce myself anyway. My name is Ryuk, a shinigami. And the notebook you picked up a couple days ago. That's my notebook. I noticed you haven't used it yet. That's all right. Sometimes it takes a little encouragement to get things moving. It's not a prank, I can assure you. It's as real as I am. So, go on. Why don't you give it a try? Hello? Are you listening to me? You're not even looking at me. That hurts my feelings, you know. Where is that notebook anyway? Surely you've at least flipped through it once, sir. Yeah. What is it doing in there? Get it out! I can't believe this. First, you don't even bother to look at me, and I'm a true blue, real deal shinigami. The very least you could do is shudder a little, thank you very much. Second, you throw my notebook in the trash. What, you think 'cause you picked it up you can do whatever you want with it? Get it out of there! Very good. Now, write a name in it. I don't care whose it is. I just need you to figure out this death note is the real thing. And quit sitting there all glass-eyed like that. It's really giving me the creeps. And that's saying something. Well, go on. Come on. I know a few names floated through your head as soon as you read the rules in that notebook. If this is because you're worried about some all-encompassing karmic punishment down the line, don't be. Granted, I won't pretend it's all fun and games. But I won't hurt you. I'm not here to test your righteousness, or harvest your soul, or even kill you outright. I'm just here because, that being my notebook, I have to be. But as long as it's in a human's possession, well, it's yours. And we're just stuck together, that's all. Which means you can use that death note as much as you want until the end of your life. And all I'll do about it is sit and watch. Did that pique your interest? Huh. You really don't care about the death note one way or the other, do you? I can't believe my rotten luck. Or maybe I can. There's a reason I refuse to play cards with the others. Of all the humans who could have picked up this notebook, it had to be the one that's completely unfazed by the existence of shinigami. You're absolutely sure you don't want to try it out? Not in the name of fairness, or pleasure, or curiosity, or even good old-fashioned revenge? Fine. I can't force you to use the Death Note. I hope you don't mind if I sit here. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you don't, since you've been completely apathetic about some very life-changing circumstances so far. Hey, wait! You got any apples? Of course not. Can't risk having anything interesting upset your bland little routine. And apples aren't even that interesting by human standards. It's the most basic fruit. An apple a day keeps the doctor... Oh, forget it. I went through all that trouble for nothing. I thought I was gonna come down here to the human world and see something fun, but instead, I just get more of the same tedious inertia that makes the other shinigami so impossible to be around. Oh yeah. There's lots of us. Scores even. I'm not the only shinigami. I'm not even the first shinigami that's been to the human world. Though I'm not sure when the last time was that anyone else ever bothered to. I can't explain why, but the others just don't seem to care how stale and repetitive things are in our world. They see no reason to visit the human world, because they see no reason to do anything except sit and gamble and mouth off. That's enough for them somehow. As for me, I can't help asking myself one very important question. What's the point? I can live indefinitely, theoretically. But to what end? Sometimes, I think you humans are so lucky you die so easily. Adds a little urgency to the mix, spices things up. But then, there's nothing urgent about you right now. I didn't think it was possible for humans to feel the way I do. Humans are always scrambling, always making these impulsive, rash decisions, because you never know how much time you've got left. But you're... Honestly, I hate to say this because it kind of freaks me out, but I think you're even worse off than I am. It's bad when your indifference rivals a god of deaths. I don't know all that much about humans, really. Are you sad? Lonely? Bored? Mildly depressed? Seriously depressed? Lost the will to live because you're out of apples? You want a hug or something? Are you crazy? I wasn't offering. You really are crazy. Well, why not? This is easily the most interesting development to come out of this little trip so far. The human who preferred to cuddle shinigami rather than fear them as would be appropriate. Just one problem. I'm a big guy. How do you want me to do this? Little spoon. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Alright. You've officially lost cuddle position choosing privileges. Besides, this is my vacation to the human world. If I'm gonna do something this insane, I am not going to do it curled in the fetal position. Now get over here, and I'll put my arms around you. I hope you don't mind the cold. There, all cozied up. You know, most people don't get to experience death's embrace and then live to tell about it. Not that you'll tell anyone about any of this. You'll forget all about me once you relinquish ownership of the Death Note back to its rightful owner. Well, yeah, I can't stay. I need to get back to the Shinigami world sooner rather than later, and I'll need my notebook when I go. But don't look so... disappointed? Like I said, I don't really know all that much about humans, but I'd wager the vast majority would be eager to get rid of me, not disappointed to see me leave. Tell you what, little human, what do you say I stay all night? We can lie here and chit-chat like schoolgirls until the sun comes up if you want. If you're feeling really adventurous, we could sneak out later and go steal some apples from a corner store or something. Fine. Then we'll just stay here and chat. Ooh, I have an even better idea. Changed your mind, did you? Well, I don't really see the point. I mean, I write names in my Death Note all the time, and it doesn't make me feel any better. So unless you've got some other scheme in the works, you'd really be doing the best for both of us by just giving it back to me in the morning. You know, I'm really not supposed to break this rule. But then, you're very strange for a human, so I doubt breaking it will have any important consequences. What if I don't take your memories when you relinquish ownership of the Death Note? That's right. You'll remember our little sleepover forever. Probably not as a memory exactly. Chances are, you'll recall it more like a dream. But still, that's something, isn't it? You'll get to have me around in a way, for the rest of your life, without hijacking my notebook. Just do me a favor. Since you're going to remember this conversation after all, I'll leave you with a piece of advice. Even gloom on par with a shinigami isn't so unbearable as long as you have someone else who knows how you feel. Guess I learned that lesson from a certain human. And eat an apple for me from time to time after I'm gone, will ya? Good. Now let's get to the important stuff. You've got video games, right? Perfect. I'm not exactly an expert in human machinery, so you're going to have to set it up. But believe me when I say I've been fascinated by video games since they were invented, so I know a thing or two about strategy. Yeah. We can stay cuddled up together while we play. But you might regret that once I start kicking your ass. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now fire up the machine. The night's still young.